Have you ever wondered how tiny, almost unnoticeable changes can lead to absolutely life-altering results? Well, today, we're going to unpack the powerful ideas from James Clear's mega bestseller, Atomic Habits, to show you exactly how it's done. Let's dive right in.
Okay, let's start with a feeling I'm pretty sure we've all had. You get this burst of inspiration, right? You decide you're going to start a new gym routine, or maybe a daily journal. You're fired up. But after a few days, maybe a week if you're lucky, that initial spark just fizzles out. Why does that always happen?
If that sounds painfully familiar, you're not alone. But here's the thing. What if the problem isn't your willpower? What if it's not you at all? The whole idea behind Atomic Habits is that there's a totally different way to think about it. Instead of going big, we need to go small, like really, really small.
So, what does Atomic Habits actually mean? It's a great title, but let's break down what this core idea is all about.
It's way simpler than you might think. Just think of the word atomic. It means something incredibly tiny, right? An atom. So an atomic habit is just a tiny little action that acts as a building block for a much bigger system. You can think of these habits as the fundamental particles of your daily life, which over time shape your entire identity.
And when we say small, we mean really small. We're not talking about reading a book a week. We're talking about just reading one page. Not running a marathon. Just putting on your running shoes and walking out the door. These actions are so tiny they seem almost insignificant. But you know what? That's their secret power.
This quote from the book really says it all. It's not about those big, one-off, heroic efforts. It's all about the small, consistent things you do every single day that add up.
Okay, but I get it. You might be a little skeptical. How can such tiny, seemingly trivial actions lead to massive change? Well, the answer lies in a really simple but incredibly powerful bit of math. The 1% rule.
It all comes down to this single tiny number, 1%. I know, it doesn't sound like much, does it? But the real magic happens when that 1% starts to compound, day after day after day.
Just look at this. The long-term impact is absolutely staggering. If you get just 1% better each day, by the end of the year, you'll be nearly 37 times better. But look at the flip side. It's just as powerful. If you get 1% worse each day, you decline to almost zero. This shows that both success and failure are just the product of your daily habits.
This right here is a crucial shift in thinking. We are so often obsessed with goals, right? The finish line. But the book argues we should forget the goals and focus on our systems instead. A goal is the result you want, like running a marathon. The system is the process, your daily training schedule. You know, winners and losers often have the exact same goals. It's the systems that make all the difference.
So, if systems are the key, how do we build them? Well, first, we need to understand the basic blueprint for how habits actually form inside our brains.
Every single habit you have, good or bad, runs on this simple 4-step loop. It starts with a cue. Say, your phone buzzes. That triggers a craving to see what's up. Your response is to pick up the phone. And the reward? That little hit of distraction from whatever you were doing. When this loop repeats enough times, a habit is literally wired into your brain.
But here's the cool part. Once you understand this loop, you can start to hack it. And to do that, James Clear gives us 4 simple but incredibly powerful laws to follow.
These are the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. So, for example, you want to read more? Make it obvious by leaving a book on your pillow. You want to enjoy working out? Make it attractive by only listening to your favorite podcast at the gym. Want to meditate? Make it easy by just doing it for 1 minute. And to make it satisfying, get a calendar and put a big X on every day you do it.
And now for the really cool part. To break a bad habit, you don't need a whole new set of rules. You just flip these laws on their head. You want to stop eating junk food? Make it invisible by hiding it. Make it unattractive by thinking about how sluggish it makes you feel. Make it difficult by not even buying it in the first place. And make it unsatisfying by telling a friend to hold you accountable. See how that works?
Okay, so all of that is super practical. But now we're getting to what might be the single most game-changing idea in the entire book. It's this powerful shift from focusing on what you want to achieve to who you wish to become.
Check this out. This illustrates the massive difference in mindset. Instead of an outcome-based goal like, I want to read a book, you focus on an identity. I am a reader. The goal isn't to lose weight. The goal is to become a healthy person. When you truly adopt the identity, the habits just follow naturally, because that's just who you are now. So here's the real key takeaway. First, decide on the type of person you want to be. And then you prove it to yourself with small wins. Every single action you take is like casting a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Every time you read just one page, you're casting a vote for I'm a reader.
All right, let's pull all of this together and talk about what really matters, your first step.
You have to remember, remarkable results are almost never the product of some single life-changing event. They are the slow, cumulative effect of your small, daily habits. The real power to change your life isn't in some far-off future. It's right here, in your daily routines.
So, I'll leave you with this one simple question. Based on everything we've talked about, what is one tiny, almost laughably small habit you can start today to begin casting a vote for the new you? Thanks so much for joining me.